Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. And in this one, we have some very special battles with a fellow YouTuber. His name is MattyFBaby. He is an awesome content creator for Pokemon Go PvP. And he covers every single cup every month. If you aren't subscribed to him, please go to his channel and show him some love. Drop him some likes, drop him a subscribe, comment in some of his videos, and show him some overall love. I'll link his channel down below in the pinned comment. And yeah, we're going to be doing some team of 6 practice battles for the Nightmare Cup. And yeah, we'll read off his team right here. He's going to run Alolan Raticate, Skuntank, Toxicroak, Umbreon, Xatu, and Gallade. So right off the bat, we notice he has triple dark types. So our lineup was consisting of Alolan Raichu, Drapion, Poliwrath, Gallade, Xatu, and Alolan Muk. So right off the bat, we didn't want to run Alolan Raichu, but we do here in match number 1, and that was a pretty big mistake on our end, seeing as how he did run 3 dark types. And basically here we wanted to run Drapion so that we could have positive matchups against Xatu, against Gallade, and Drapion does pretty decent against Skuntank and Alolan Raticate. He was running Bite on his, so that's probably why it was more of a favorable matchup. And then, seeing as how he ran 3 darks and Toxicroak, we wanted to run our Poliwrath with Mud Shot, Power Punch, and Ice Punch. And Ice Punch also does well against Xatu, making it less of an unfavorable matchup. So anyways, let's jump right into these battles. And again, if you don't know who MattyFBaby is, please show him some love. He is a very enthusiastic guy. He's very funny, and he makes great PvP content. So here we are starting off against his Alolan Raticate. So right off the bat, we notice the animation, and we notice its bite. As you can see there, there's like a mouth with like sharp teeth. But yeah, he just makes a swap out into Toxicroak. That was a good swap. We have to swap into Alolan Raichu. So here, I think this was my main mistake. I think I should have swapped into Poliwrath instead of Alolan Raichu, because we are forced to use both shields on Alolan Raichu here, so that Mud Bomb won't knock us out. We get a little bit of lag, but that's okay. We get to the Wild Charge before he can feint us, and now he's going to bring that Alolan Raticate back in here. That instantly kills us, so we're going to actually bring in Poliwrath here so we can tank this Hyper Fang. Now, he switches into Gallade, so that was really fast. We switch immediately into Drapion, but he gets off the Leaf Blade. In my head, I was like, okay, he needs 3 confusions, and for some reason, I only saw 2 confusions come out of Gallade there. But yeah, he's able to finish us off with the Gallade there. I needed to get to my crunch on my Drapion, but I just wasn't able to, regardless of the fast swap-in I did. Yeah, that was a little untimely. I was really surprised he was able to get to that Leaf Blade so quick. On my screen it showed 2 confusions, but yeah, I'm not making excuses, I'm just saying. It looked like on my end 2 confusions, but who knows. Anyways, well played there, Matty. Going into match number 2, we're going to bring in Poliwrath, and he brings in Xatu. So this is very unfavorable for us. We're going to charge a little bit of energy and throw an Ice Punch to see if he blocks. And he does block. So now we're going to swap into Drapion. And I was expecting him to throw a charge move there, but smart, he didn't. He switches into Toxicroak instead. And now we're in another bad scenario. So we're going to just try to make it out alive with the Drapion. But that's not going to happen. So we're just going to let Drapion fall there, so that our Xatu can come in and farm. the rest of this Toxicroak because that Air Slash is doing massive damage. He gets off one more charge move, but it's going to be Mud Bomb. That's going to do essentially nothing. And now he's going to bring in Umbreon. So this is... Oof. We have to bring in Poliwrath here or else we have no chance. He's going to eat one Power Up Punch. And we're going to have to block this Dark Pulse to keep our Poliwrath healthy. And he's able to bring in that Xatu with the pre-charged Aerial Ace. But we're going to use Ice Punch and nearly knock out the Xatu there. He gets a last second Aerial Ace off to feint our Poliwrath. And now we have our own Xatu. But it's going to be pretty close here. But Umbreon's just going to edge it out there in the end. We get off 2 Aerial Aces. But oh my god, that was so close. I needed one more Air Slash. And I would have won that. Whew. Well played again, Matty. We take 2 L's in a row. And this is the first time I'm battling him. Since we hit Ultra Fens a few days ago. I was feeling quite nervous. And after the matches, he said he was feeling pretty nervous too. Yeah, we go down 0-2. But we are going to make a comeback here. So just keep watching if you want to see what happens. So I really am enjoying my Poliwrath. I traded it like about 2 weeks ago. And now, I'm just now testing it. So there we go. He switched to Gallade there. He had an unfavorable matchup against my Poliwrath with Toxicroak. Now we have Drapion locked in. We're going to block that Leaf Blade. We didn't have to really block that, but he is going to have to block these Aqua Tails. We're not going to block this Leaf Blade though. As you know, it didn't do too much damage. He's going to block that second Aqua Tail, so that's really good. And we're just going to keep using Aqua Tails. And he's eventually going to feint Drapion, but that's okay. We got 2 shields burned, so that's what we wanted. Now we're going to bring in Xatu to finish off Gallade there, and he's going to bring in Umbreon. So we have to switch immediately into Poliwrath. He has no shield, so he can't shield that Power Up Punch. And now he's going to bring in Toxicroak. So we're going to go for the Ice Punch. And now we're feeling really good here. So we are actually going to block that Mud Bomb. Because, as you guys know, Xatu really has no chance against Umbreon. But he's going to nearly feint us with that Dark Pulse. I did not know Poliwrath could tank a Dark Pulse that well. But then again, Umbreon's attack stat is low. But as you guys can see here, it comes down to the wire. We just barely are able to finish off Umbreon with an Aerial Ace, and we finally take a win against MattyFBaby. So, GG there. I was so scared. I was thinking in my head, oh, I hope using this shield here won't backfire. But yeah, we take the W. Now in this next matchup, we're going to be switching things up a little bit. We're going to open Alolan Muck. I really love using Alolan Muck, and we get a match versus Skuntank. So this can go either way depending on shields. So I don't shield that thinking it was going to be a Crunch, and it was a Sludge Bomb. That hurt quite a bit. And he's not going to shield that Dark Pulse either. So that's fine with me. We're going to hit off another Dark Pulse here. He does shield, so that's good. We're not going to shield that Crunch because we are fine with letting our Alolan Muck go there. And we're going to bring in Poliwrath. So he's going to switch into Gallade. And we're going to bring in Xatu. So now we have a hard counter. But dang, that Leaf Blade still hurts. We're going to have to block this Leaf Blade, unfortunately. But that's okay. We have a bunch of charge energy. He's going to bring in Umbreon, though, which is going to just absolutely eat these Aerial Aces all day long. We almost were able to get to a second one, but we were not. So we have Poliwrath here with some pre-charge energy. We're going to put in some work against this Umbreon. He's going to block that Power Up Punch, and we're just going to have to block this Dark Pulse here. So we're going to do a little bit of energy charging, or farming, and then hit it with the Power Up Punch, knock that out, and then Skuntank comes back in, and we take the win there. So Poliwrath, whew, really does some work, especially if you get charge energy on him if you like load up. He's dangerous, guys. He is very dangerous. Even Xatu isn't the hardest of stops towards him. I'd say if anything it would be probably Gallade or Shiftry. Shiftry would, yeah, annihilate Poliwrath. So GG's. We are now tied 2-2. So we're not getting absolutely annihilated here. We're making a little bit of comeback. Now going in this next game, we're going to lead Xatu. He leads with his shiny Flex Xatu. Very nice, Matty. Very nice. And now look at that. We both switch in this moment. And I'm like, wow. We were both predicting that we would use Ominous Wind. So we both wanted to switch and tank the Ominous Wind. And I was like, wow, this is crazy, dude. We've had 2 close matches, and we both just switched there at the same exact time. It's like we have the same mindset. That's nuts. But yeah, we're going to block this Dark Pulse. Again, I don't think we really had to block that, but Alolan Muck is a good asset to our team. We're going to end our life here with a Dark Pulse, doing some decent damage on his Toxicroak. He has a shield advantage, but we are going to farm energy with Xatu here. Actually, no, we're going to bring in Poliwrath because, yeah, my bad. We brought in Poliwrath because we knew he would make a switch into his own Xatu, and we knew we had the energy advantage there. But he's actually able to get to another Ominous Wind before I can. So very interesting. But we are going to finish off this Xatu with a Power Up Punch. Or well, actually, no, he's going to block it. But now we're going to finish it off with a Power Up Punch. And then this is where it gets pretty close. He brings in that Toxicroak, fires off a Mud Bomb. And we just barely beat him to the Mud Bomb with our Power Up Punch. And we take that game. And look at that Poliwrath. 1 HP. Another super, super close game. Dude, Matty is giving me a run for my money right now. He's really good. Yeah, man. He's playing really well. But we finally take the lead. We are up now 3-2 in the series. So we went down. We started down 0-2, and now we won the last 3 in a row. So let's see how Matty can come back here. All right, so we're going to run the two Poison Dark team, and we're gonna have Xatu in the middle for the coverage over Toxicroak. And look at that, he leads Toxicroak. So, do I hate these matchups, man? He switches into the Eradicate there with Bite, and you just saw what it did to my Xatu. Absolutely destroyed it with Bite. It's just ripping through. So now at this point, I'm like, okay, there's very little chance for me to come back here. Because we had an unfavorable matchup in the beginning. But I believe this one comes close as well. Yeah, we're going to do some energy farming with Drapion here. Fire off an Aqua Tail. We're going to knock out that. And then he's going to bring in his Toxicroak. We're going to hit it with an Aqua Tail. And yeah, we don't shield that. We want our Alolan Muck to be able to potentially gain extra energy against Toxicroak. We're going to feint it with Dark Pulse there, and now his last Pokemon is Gallade. And look at how close this comes, guys. We're going to use a Dark Pulse on our Alolan Muck, and look at how much health it has. Gallade has 1 HP left, and it gets off Elite Blade. Oh my god, so close there. I was like GG at that moment when I fired off Dark Pulse. I was like, that's the game, I think. But Gallade took it like a champ and survived, just barely hanging on with 1 health. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was kicking myself, dude. I could have been 4-2 in the series, but he takes the game, and we are now tied again at 3-3. Man, that's crazy. We almost somehow came back from that. But yeah, here we are in the next game. Gallade versus Drapion. And we're going to go for the shield bait here with Aqua Tail. He's not going to shield, so interesting. We could have went Crunch. He's going to switch into Toxicroak, though. We know he has a bunch of farmed energy on his Gallade now, probably about 2 Leaf Blades. And he actually has a Dynamic Punch on his Toxicroak, so yeah, we're just going to farm it there. And now that pesky Umbreon comes in again. If you guys haven't watched this video about how good Umbreon is in this cup, you should please check that out. He does a really good job explaining all the matchups and like the shield scenarios, and yeah, very good content. And Umbreon is just a tank. Like, these Aqua Tails are doing like nothing. Like, we need to literally get off like 8 in order to feint Umbreon here. And yeah, he has Last Resort, so that's going to be GG for Drapion. But now is where Alolan Muck shines. So it's tanky enough to eat that Dark Pulse. And we just farmed a bunch of energy. So now as Gallade comes back in, we're going to block that Leaf Blade thinking maybe it's close combat. And now we're going to hit it with Acid Spray. He's obviously forced his shield there. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap on that game. Well played. We take another win. And now we're 4-3 in the series, I believe. But yeah, I love Alolan Muck. I might start using him way more in my cup. Because I have another cup coming up this Sunday. Right before Torchic Community Day. So, I'll have a video out the following Monday. That's like 4 or 5 days from now. But yeah, you'll see it. And then after that, I'll have another cup later on. And then my regionals. Woo! Regionals for me are going to be on the 26th. So, alrighty. So going in this next matchup with MattyFBaby. We're going to lead Drapion, and he leads Gallade again, so this is another positive matchup for us. But Gallade definitely puts in work. He's going to make a switch into Skuntank after loading some energy, so we're going to switch into Xatu. I was expecting a Toxicroak, so I switched into Xatu. He really caught me off guard with that. I'm not sure if that was intentional, but if it was, it most certainly worked, because we had to burn a shield, and now we are down a Pokemon. But we are going to bring in Drapion again, farm a little bit of energy, and then fire off Aqua Tail here. He's going to block that, so we're just going to use our next Aqua Tail to finish him off. And now his Umbreon comes in. Oh my god, that pesky Umbreon again, dude. He plays so well with it too. But yeah, we're going to load some energy and then switch into Poliwrath. So he's going to bring that Gallade back in, but we know he has no shields, so we know Ice Punch is going to do a decent amount of damage. We're going to have to shoot that Leaf Blade, though. And we are going to, luckily, get to another Ice Punch before he can get the Leaf Blade. But now as Umbreon comes back in here, pretty much finishes us off. And now Drapion is pretty much a goner here. He had 2 Last Resorts charged. That was pretty nuts. That was very well played by Matty there. He charged a bunch of energy. Or not charged, farmed a bunch of energy in case I made a swap like that. And yeah, if only Poliwrath could have gotten to 1 more Power-Up Punch. That may have been a different story there, but... And now we're tied up 4-4. So yeah, we had really tight games. And after we both had our losing and winning streaks, we just went like back and forth the rest of the set. So yeah, I really enjoyed this practice. I got to read his team, and I'm starting to get better at reading teams myself. And yeah, I've just been practicing regionals a lot, so this nightmare felt a little off to me, but that's okay. So in this next match, we're going to go with our favorite team. It's going to be Muck, Poliwrath, and Xatu. And he opens Umbreon, so this isn't the most positive matchup ever. I think we actually lose this matchup if it's a Last Resort. But yeah, we're going to go for the Acid Spray there because that's the only way Muck can really win this. And we're going to shield that Last Resort. So as you can see, Poison Jab actually does a lot more damage when Umbreon's defense is lowered. So I'd say that shield was worthwhile because we got rid of the Umbreon there. And now he's going to bring in Skuntank. So instead of going for the Acid Spray, we're just going to go for the damage. And yeah, we almost get to another Dark Pulse. That would have been dangerous for him. So now we're going to bring in Poliwrath. We decide to not shield that Sludge Bomb, but that does a massive chunk. He's going to switch to Gallade, so we're going to switch into Xatu immediately after. And we actually don't shield that because we're fine. We don't want to waste a shield. But we are going to shield this one because we have the energy and we need to force a shield out of him so that our Poliwrath can finish it off. And thankfully for us, he uses his crunch there. Otherwise, we definitely would have been in some trouble. And yeah, look at that. Our Poliwrath comes in clutch with the mud shot and is able to power up punch twice in order to take that game. And yeah, that's the end of the battles with MattyFBaby, guys. I ended up winning the set. I believe I won 5-4. But regardless, 2 of those games could have went his way. We had like 2 1 HP health wins each of us, I believe. And yeah, those were some pretty intense battles. I was quite nervous because, you know, I know Matty is good. And yeah, I had a bunch of pressure. So yeah, once again, I would like to shout out Matty's channel. If you haven't already, please go check him out. He's a great guy. And he makes quality content. And he's very funny too, so drop him a sub. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's videos, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing some more battles with other YouTubers, like Pokey AK whenever he opens my gift. I'm not giving hate to Poke, but yeah, I'm just waiting for him to open my gifts. And yeah, we're also going to be having a bunch of more battles with other YouTubers as well. Soon, very, very soon here. And yeah, if you guys wanted to see those, please don't forget to drop a subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever I upload a video. And yeah, leave me a comment down below how you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys learned something from this. And yeah, please go show Matty some love. He has his Nightmare Cup this Saturday. And until the next video, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.